And I thought, first of all, we would do this. Got a book. And what I thought I would do, in a minute I'm going to hand the book to Chris. And I'm going to ask Chris to go through the book and merely to go through and find a page you like. And then once you find the page you like, I'm going to ask you to please go down that page and find a word that, an important word, a meaningful word. In fact, for today's purposes, the biggest word, the longest word, the most letters, the most syllables, because that will make this the most impressive. And especially since you're the birthday boy. And I also thought I would turn to my right, and then we're going to do something as well with Cam. And honey, I'm going to have you just say, oh, here we go. Excellent. Excellent. In fact, I may do this. Luke is with us.
Hello.
Luke, I just want you to say stop on any page.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, are you satisfied with this page? Because I'm going to ask you to look at the first word at the top of that page.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
I want you to remember it, please. Okay? And now I'm going to hand the book over to Chris, and I'm going to ask you just to go through, find a page that you like, okay? And once you've found a page that you like, I want you to scan down and find a word silently. The biggest word, no letters, no syllables. Don't tell us what it is. But once you've got it, I want you to remember your word, okay? And then I'll have you close the book and hand it back to me. Got it?
Got it.
Very good. You have a word, Luke. You have not selected anything yet. I have a deck of cards, and I'm going to ask, please, to remove the deck. I'm going to ask you, please, Cam, silently to think of a playing card. Any playing card you want. Do not tell me what it is. But I'm going to ask, you are allowed to select an ace. However, I'm going to tell you in advance, I took 4 aces out of another deck, red-backed aces, and put them in here. And those aces are going to help us locate the card you're thinking of right now. Okay? So, not a joker, but a regular card. I'm going to ask you, please, I'm going to remove the cards from the box first so that you know I'm not doing anything funny with the cards. Would you please share with us out loud the actual playing card you were thinking of? It was the
red arrow.
The red arrow. And which card is that? Do you know?
It's a red, like the red numbers.
Okay.
I colored everything.
Okay.
It's like a kind of arrow.
So is it a heart or a diamond, do you think?
I think, yeah, let's do a heart.
A heart?
Yeah.
And what value card would you like?
8.
8 of hearts. Okay, very good. Please watch closely. We're going to go through and find the 4 aces I told you I put in the deck. Okay? So as we go through, there's our first ace. Okay? And then there is, in fact, our second ace. And there is our third ace. Yes. And there is our fourth ace. And we're going to take these 4 aces and drop them down. And you said that you were thinking of the 8 of hearts. Interestingly enough, I told you that these 4 aces were going to tell us your card. So in fact, we have the 8 of hearts. Now, interestingly enough, Chris, you're thinking of a word. Luke, you're thinking of a word. The word, please do not tell us anything about your word, and yet, Chris, I want you to share out loud just the first letter of your word. The first letter is, I'm sorry? I. The letter I doesn't tell us anything. other than the fact it lets us know it is in fact focused on Chris's birthday today. Happy birthday. And you see, your word reminds us, as you're spelling it over and over in your mind, that our birthdays highlight our lives. In fact, our birthdays become an ILLUST. They become an illustration of who we are. How did I do? Is that your word?
Yes.
Out of 240,000 words. You're thinking of a word. Luke, you picked a word at random out of thousands of words, and the word you selected reminds us when I selected Chris's word, I was RIGHT. I was right. Is that your word?
Yes, it is.
Luke, thank you so much for helping us.
Thank you.
Thank you for all
That was good.